Good evening. Fucking great start. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to SF1 tournament 1v1 round one. It is actually afternoon, Benny. We're going the right way now. Sorry, a bit distracted here, guys.
You're both as bad as each other.
Your man is here. Posglad is back in the day. That's why I'm not whispering down my streams anymore. I'm here with Jono. I'm here with Benny. We've got a 1v1 tournament match here. I'm with my daughter, so you're going to hear her scream and shout an awful bloody lot. Say ta. Good girl. Good girl. Right then, so we've basically got Carlos and Catherine today. Another round one match, one of the most eagerly anticipated that we have. So oh my fucking god, I've left me bleeding mic. My noise on. Oh no. Sorry. Right, so we need to go to the dashboard. So, is this the glitch that we have? Where we just stare at the garage in one-shot qualifying? Is this what you got about last night, Benny?
Yeah.
I'm glad I haven't included my audio now, because you didn't hear me mess up saying it was morning still.
Oh, what? You didn't include it? Oh, you little slag. By the way, guys, Benny still thinks it's morning, just so you kind of understand why I was going, fuck my life.
I've been awake for an hour, leave me alone, alright?
Catherine's been awake for half an hour. I was about to do a round one here, mate. So, best of five, guys, once again, and let's get ourselves into full mode. Carlos, this is probably the only time in the whole session he's going to be leading. I'm not going to be biased, obviously. Good luck to both guys, or guy and girl. So, let's have a little look here. We'll get the, what are we looking for? We need interval, don't we? Who gets an interval? Does it give you an interval on this, or does it not kind of give you one, guys?
Are they doing their lap now?
It does, but I think not in qualifying.
Ah, right. So
yeah,
but
kind of I got that bug again where they're both in the pits still.
No, they're both on track, mate. It's currently Catherine leading Carlos at the moment. It's pretty close, actually, at this particular stage.
Carlos is back in the lead.
It must be, because Carlos has got his only one DRS open in the pits.
Hold on a minute, we're there.
It is Baku, and Carlos is really quick at Baku.
If
he can get the first punch, the first knockout on this track, and then get lucky enough to get ahead of her in Monaco, he could be with a real shot here, but let's see.
He has to win this one.
Catherine's back ahead now.
They're literally side by side here. This is Carlos's track, isn't it, John?
It's dead even. It's going to be as close as you and Rara last night.
Well, this was the only race where I managed to get Rara's number, I think, to be honest with you. I think I was like a second up.
But I mean, it was. I think it was the Abu Dhabi one was really close.
Just as an update for the guys who are watching this, we have two people through, myself scraping through against Rara. Clutchy, from what I've heard on the page, kind of dominant against El Portero.
Bit of domination.
Yeah, the first sweep of the series. And Carlos is currently leading this, by the way.
Now Catherine is.
Oh, these guys are neck and neck. I don't think it's going to be a 10th in this, guys.
Very close.
Ooh. Guys, I should really record my daughter watching this. This is really cute. I love this. She can start watching me at night. Another one?
That was a pretty interesting qualifying for me.
Catherine just got it. Just Catherine does it. I actually missed the last part.
Both in the pit lane. They were both in the pit lane for me, so I mean, that was quite nice.
Jesus.
Especially when, you know...
Wow, that's close.
Oh, 0.041.
Wow.
Carlos will be kicking himself. Absolutely kicking himself. That was the one he needed to start with. But, of course, he is on the inside line.
I must admit, Carlos, though, can get a bloody darn good starts.
If he keeps with her, going onto that the second lap down the main straight, that's where he has a chance.
That DRS, when that DRS gets activated, potentially on the third lap as well, on the first corner.
Beforehand, you can get a lot of speed coming out the S's, and if you're close enough, you can get it done without DRS.
Here we go, lads. Round one. Race one of Catherine and Carlos. Got an interval now. Don't need to put pit stops on, we don't need any of that crap. Let's have a look then. We'll go on board with Catherine. Carlos has done it!
What a start by Carlos.
You called it.
Wow.
Benny, you called it. What a start by Carlos. This is what he needs.
Now he needs to defend.
What he's known for, he really is.
His
starts are absolutely incredible.
My daughter's fallen asleep.
Yeah. Oh. He is really, really quick off the mark. Remember him telling me he was practicing for weeks on end to get the perfect start, and it really has just paid off for him.
It's worked for him. I mean, we've seen, I've witnessed it personally firsthand, obviously in GP2. I mean, Carlos almost has got a reputation, without joking around now, of, you know, not finishing races because he's for whatever reason, one reason or another, he does, you know, during race fault, whether it's other people's. But you'll notice I'm a bit quieter now because my daughter's eyes are, oh my god, she's fell asleep next to me. Oh, that was well cute. I'll get a picture of that and send it over. But basically, yeah, as we were saying, Carlos has obviously got a reputation for not finishing, but when he does, aka GP2 Baku, this is what he can do. He just needs to keep his consistency, especially for the new game, as all of us are in the party and these two on the track are in GP1. Consistency around here, and of course throughout the whole season, is key. Obviously people will be missing races. It is the way that it is, basically. But when you attend, you simply have to get the job done. Carl,
I think really, for me, and for a lot of people, you know, throughout next season, they will try to show up, but obviously a few commitments that will come along, a few races will be missed here and there. I think I'm going to end up missing a few when I'm on holiday. But I mean, it is what it is. Swanee missed this week because he was on holiday.
Swanee missed.
You just got to be able to show up and be consistent when you can be.
Our league runner, Mark, of course, isn't going to be here. He's made me deputise for him for the next week, so that's going to be a fun job. I can't wait to kind of get my hands on it, see what we can do. Obviously, organisation will be falling to me then, with kind of posts, etc., etc. I've obviously got a lot of guys who can help, which is handy.
This season, Carlos was off cougar slaying in Canada. He missed quite a few.
I have to say, guys, this is where I'm going to get humbled.
So far, he's slaying this cougar.
Yeah, I was about to, but
1.2 seconds ahead.
She's a bit younger than him, mate.
I know, I'm only joking.
I was about to say, we don't want to offend the lady. I've already said she can multitask, so we've got to prove that now. Carlos, guys, I'll be honest with you, without kind of sounding almost patronising to him, I'm kind of surprised. Not shocked, but because I know what he can do around there, but surprised.
No, I know what you can do around here, and his setup is dreamy. I used it in the race in GP1, and it helped me get the victory, and it is a very, very good setup he's got for this track.
Fight is on, of course. It's quite interesting. I'm using this as a scout report as well, because this, of course, Catherine is my rival for GP2 this season as well, which is quite interesting.
So am I, to be honest with you, because I've never really, apart from watching the GP2 streams, I've never really seen a race, and she's going to be up there with GP1 next season.
Clean as a whistle,
me and Benny, so this is a good insight for us.
Clean as a whistle. But Carlos, it isn't over. See, the thing is with Catherine, she's absolutely smooth, so Carlos has the additional pressure, not only of leading the first race, believe you me, I know how much that hurts a couple of times over already with these 1v1s, but it's all about maintaining it. Obviously, you guys saw it in my 1v1 against the other guy that I thought, I'm not going to mention his name, obviously, for copyright purposes and my own IQ dipping down anymore, but, you know, it's one of the... and you see there, Catherine answers back there, 1 minute 43.6. So we'll go over here and see what the fastest laps are. Only a tenth quicker, though, guys, than Carlos. But you see, like as I was saying, Catherine is so smooth, Carlos has that additional pressure of not only keeping the lead, but also maintaining his own driver, you know, his own kind of cleanliness on the track. So we currently have Jono commenting. I believe that's you anyway. So cheers, mate. That gets me get a few more of them. I get a couple of quid in my bank account. I think it's like 10 unique people per thing, and it starts paying me. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You should be thanking me. It was because of me you streamed.
Yeah, man. We all know why, but we'll leave that there for a minute. But Catherine is.
We're not going to mention it, but we know.
Absolutely not. But to be honest,
she's still within range.
Knowing, guys, that my daughter sleeps now.
DRS now as well.
Knowing that my daughter does sleep
through
Xbox, I think I'll be able to do a lot more during the day, so this tournament thing might be quite handy for me to kind of just jump in and kind of do a few streams, get people watching, etc, etc. But we've got Carlos now coming around Sector 2, through just before the castle, going through the kind of, I think this is considered the new town, isn't it? Is this the new town or the old town? I'm not really sure. Old town, I'd assume. But, so we've got Carlos there, 1.2. DRS activation just coming up around the corner, though. Guys, this is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the most difficult corners, weirdly, on the game. Not in real life, people seem to fly over this, but because of the fact the curbs are kind of elevated in the game, and, you know, the difficulty with riding the curbs, going through that Sector 2 corner is one of the most tricky on the calendar. That's what I'd say, especially when the shadows hit.
I find that if you take it quite wide, seems to be okay.
You've only got the danger then of running off, haven't you, which kind of can contribute to a couple of corner cut warnings. Carlos got 1.2 ahead. Catherine doing what he needs to do.
It's a good race so far from both of them.
Will anybody else be doing their race? I'll tell you what I'm going to do in the background. I'm going to message your guy Jono as well, just while we're watching.
No, I'm free at the moment. If he's on now, I can happy days. If not, always another time.
Obviously, we've got Benny with Diddy Dude. Diddy Dude's added me, but I've not added him, so I need to go and kind of grab his gamer tag. And
yeah, I need to get hold of him because I want to get this over and done with.
Basically, mate, he is responsive on Facebook, mate. That Liam Shepherd responds almost immediately to messages and posts. So.
Well,
oh, that's
for me. It's like
okay. All right.
It's like the World Cup for me, really, where I'm really interested because I'm in it, or my team's in it. The minute they're out of it, or I'm out of it, I might just drop interest.
Yeah, get yourself on board, man. We all need to. But at the moment, Catherine is not. I know she's obviously, as we said,
Well,
been awake for half an hour, but then the excuses can be used because if you think about it, guys, I raced for 4 hours by the end of my stream of Rari yesterday after doing 100% performance. You just got to be ready and waiting for it, basically, for the call up. Missing the missus.
that's not me yawning at the race.
It's one of them, isn't it? These races can be... Well, they are. If you look at it from side-by-side action of the me and Rara around Monaco and Brazil yesterday, it can be seen as almost boring. Because they are just running well.
No, it's
driving on the track, but
that was me just tired.
No, I'm just kind of... Because I did make the point yesterday as well, didn't I, how while I was racing. They can be seen as boring because there's not as much on-track action. Good luck there, Bacallos. Just a slight bit quicker than Catherine. That'll get his stuff boosted a little bit.
Well, I must admit,
So far,
I'm
so
actually quite
good,
surprised at
Carlos.
Carlos's pace. Really am.
Yeah.
I'm not on this track.
Not around here, but Monaco will
That's
be a
the
key because
thing,
Catherine, we've not seen her around there before.
The thing is, he said to me earlier, he says, you know, he was confident about Baku, but he's very unconfident about Monaco. So it could be 1-1 by the end of Monaco, going into the third race, providing he keeps it up now, or he could do really well at Monaco. You never know.
But I think
But
everyone
it's not a
knows
strong track for him.
to do well in Monaco. Everyone knows you just got to survive. That's literally all you got to do is to do well.
Oh yeah.
I have to say, guys,
I mean,
Catherine
Lennon
has
put
put
in the
3
comments
temps.
yesterday.
3 temps, guys, by the way, sorry to interrupt. Catherine has put them in by 3 temps. It may be DRS zone. She's
Is
under a
it
second,
enough?
guys. She's under a second now.
Is it enough?
Will Carlos be able to hold on? Catherine is absolutely reeling him in.
She turned it up to 11.
Come on then. Just on board. He's on board with Carlos, looking back in this case.
She needs to be a bit closer. Being the final
She needs
lap.
she needs a really good exit out of this corner here to get Carlos.
Needs to be perfect. I've got to be honest. It is.
It was
7
alright.
temps. 7 temps. No, there's absolutely nothing Carlos can
8
do now
temps.
other than rag it to the line. And he had a bit of a scruffy corner. Catherine also did. So we're looking at 8 temps per second here.
I think Catherine got a better exit out of
With
that. very
DRS though,
final.
Catherine?
Yes.
Are we going to see a Bottas Stroll moment? I don't think so,
No,
ladies and gentlemen.
I think he's got it.
No.
Carlos grabs it by
Too
7
far
tenths
behind.
of a second.
Carlos strikes first.
Wow.
Let's face it, a couple of us didn't expect it. Carlos, well done. 1-0 for Carlos.
Catherine did get the best lap though, by quite a margin as well.
Just writing a message now to Tally. He's on about just sticking to realistic because he thinks it's going to be too tough for him, or too boring for him and AJ. I can understand where he's coming from. It is, you know what I mean? But
What, too boring for him in GP3?
yeah, just because of the easiness of the victory.
Well, I mean, it's quite a mixed amount, like, you know, drivers in there. So I mean,
It's kind of
He's a bit
harsh.
more-
You can't really just kick someone out of
we're not going to.
GP1
We
and
can't do
GP2.
we'll sort
not
this
gonna
out.
do
We'll sort this out.
But he's got the pace to get up there. I mean, if he was to, you know, draft hard enough in GP3 and obviously show his ability that we all know that he's already got anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it was quite evident in the performance race last night. You know, and let's say someone does drop out, he would be in contention then just for an automatic promotion up within that season. Whether it's up to GP2 or to GP3, because throughout the course of the seasons, people will drop out. I hope not, but it will happen.
Guys, look at guys like Echelon already. This season, he's out for the season. You know, it's one of them things. It does happen, as you mentioned.
I
Jono,
reckon
people do drop.
If I was in Towley's shoes, I'd say, okay, let's go for GP3, see what
Here we go, guys.
the pace is like, see what I can do.
Rolling now. Let's basically have a look on board here. We've got. This is going to be Carlos's toughest race, as far as just kind of getting through, making sure that he needs to. This is the one that he absolutely has to win, in my opinion. Personally. But at the moment, he is winning. obviously it all depends if he can keep it clean. Now this is going to be the toughest corner, pad versus wheel, and I'll be honest with you guys, he took that like a pro. Carlos is on it.
To be honest, I
bit
think
of a look up there,
Katherine's struggling for traction. She's definitely struggling
The way
for traction.
Carlos has taken this, it looks like he's sweated time trial for a few hours before.
Oh, he's at the wall. It's over.
Oh, he's
at the
touched
wall.
the barrier.
No, he's still got.
Curse of the
No, he's still going. Still going. Oh no, it's over.
Oh, and
Validated.
again. Oh,
The pressure.
into the barrier.
It got to him. He just needs one of his amazing starts. That's what he
I like
needs
how
now.
his helmet goes with his wheels. If you quickly go onto him, you'll see what I mean.
Oh,
Yeah, I know what you
Carlos. Katherine, it's almost arguable that, well, I don't know. Would Carlos have kept it?
Yeah,
The biggest key thing there was the tunnel, wasn't it? The tunnel ruined him.
My problem with Monaco is that end of second, early third sector.
All my problems always end up in the third.
To back and swimming pool, basically, is kind of
Mainly
where you've got to kind
third.
of nail it. As long as you kind of just keep
That
it.
left
Well,
and
I
right
proved it
hands,
yesterday. Well, me and Rara both did an amazing drive. Literally not. Well, obviously I tapped the wall at the end, didn't I? But side by side, almost ran Monaco, which is amazing. Just waiting on Katherine to ready up now, guys. Match 2, round 1 is on. Let's go here. Go. Okay, lights, cheers. Let's have a look at Carlos's start. And this is the one where he needs it. He's pulled alongside her. He's got her around the outside.
What a move!
He's done it.
Beautiful move. Great start from Carlos yet again. Seriously helping him out in this 1v1 scenario.
Literally right into a lot of the guys saying, get on board and watch this.
K Rhodes is in the stream.
Rhodes is in.
Saying
Oh,
it's
nice.
going to be crazy.
I'm literally not on the comments at the moment. Just talking to Tally on Facebook. I'll hop back across now to Twitch. Let's get back on my channel here, guys. Carlos is racing like a champion here. Over the course of 5, I'm sorry to kind of almost put this towards him. I think this is almost.
Oh, he spun! Curse of the commentator strikes again.
I know
Carlos.
exactly. No, I know exactly what happened. Happens to me all the time.
Rear
You
wheel,
clip
rear
that
wheel.
little bit of barrier that sticks
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's happened to me a fair amount of
Carlos,
times.
Carlos.
Oh dear.
The chance of this perfect start, pretty much. And let's face it, Monaco, 2.8 seconds. Oh, poor guy.
Pressure's definitely got to him,
Poor
unfortunately.
guy. Poor guy. Probably the best start I've seen around Monaco for a long time.
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, he's actually.
Not over
He's
the fat
definitely-
lady sings.
He's
no.
definitely quick
over.
round here. He's gaining quite quick.
A surprise
Almost
here,
lost
guys.
his rear end coming up
I
in
was about
that
to say,
corner.
they're both running on rich mix, which is almost unheard of around Monaco, to be fair. But at least in my kind of Arsenal, anyway. Oh, a bit of a nudge on the wall there. No damage obtained.
Maybe I might touch up to it on the straight for a little bit, but other than that,
this straight
back into
here.
standard.
And the kind of main straight as well, isn't it? But
He's gaining a lot though. He's got that
put
gap
4
down
tenths.
to 2.
no, 8 temps.
No.
Oh, she's
he's
locked up a
put
little.
8. He's avoiding that barrier now, for sure.
Yep. Do you know what? It'll cost you about 2 temps going a little bit wider into that corner, but Carlos literally now knows that one more hit on that barrier.
Katherine is so smooth.
All hit. Ooh. On board
Hit them
with
very hard then.
Carlos at the moment there. We'll get back on board with him now. Just flicking across the calf.
How he didn't get damage. That wall as well gets you as well sometimes on the rear wheel.
Do you know
Just
what?
all
I'm
about
actually
threading
really
the
looking
needle,
forward to this race in this new season on the new game, because I didn't get a chance to race it at all, to be honest with you, since joining SF1 in the 2017 game.
I've done one
Yeah,
myself,
no, I
man.
haven't either.
Oh, Katherine almost lost it. Well, it looked on my
Got a
screen
message
that
back
she
from
did.
Jamie Martin. When
Carlos now closing in the gap. There's 1.2 seconds. Ooh,
I think the
it's
problem
even
with this
closer.
corner with Carl, he keeps messing up that corner. He keeps trying to
Yeah,
take it in second gear. He needs to stop doing that.
Yeah, and he also he's too quick going into it. He didn't brake early enough. overshot it a bit.
I think he's just too focused on trying to catch up.
He is though. 1.3 seconds, guys. A second this lap. 1 whole second this lap. He's caught a bite. Update for you, mate. Ouija is asking who he's got in the next round, making sure it's Jono. So we may have another one coming up, ladies and gentlemen. But obviously,
is he available to race?
Gonna find out now, mate. While we just watch these two go around. 1.7 seconds now between the two. You can't really see the leader of a race throwing it at this stage, but obviously we have seen Carlos do the spin already. When can
certain part of the tracks he's gaining on, and certain parts Katherine's just pulling away.
The first sector he gains quite a bit, but in the second he loses it all because
It's the third
he just can't get
sector's
that
his
hairpin right. Oh, that was nice. That was some very clean line, Carlos. Very clean. First Carlos first.
Yeah,
First
he's
gear.
gaining in the first sector. Carlos has hit the nail on the head.
he puts literally a second on her.
Yeah, and then this sector here is where he starts to. Katherine just starts to pull away a little bit.
New follower, just for the shout out while we're here, while these two are streaming down towards the end of the tunnel straight. Cog Whistle, thank you very much for following. Up to 344. Keep this train moving. Hopefully 350 by the end of this tournament. Okay.
Yeah, the third sector I think Katherine just because she's so smooth.
This is going to be interesting
Carlos.
now because Carlos has managed to keep up with her in terms of not lose too much time in the second and third sector there, and he's gaining time always in the first sector. So we could be in for an interesting finish to the
Well, it's
race.
the final lap here, Carlos. Obviously, Benny, you saw what I did on Clutchy going up here during the performance race. Possible to overtake, but not kind of very often that it happens.
Yeah, no.
It is now. If he gets to the inside line,
Carlos!
if he gets to the inside line, he can do it.
He's done it!
He's done it. He's done it.
What
What
a
a move!
move by Carlos.
I'm fucking stunned. I'm fucking stunned. The swear words are flowing, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, it's a bit, if
That
I was
was
in his shoes,
probably-
it was the only spot he has to overtake was there. There's no other opportunity.
Oh, that was
And he's managed to
incredible.
pull it out of the bag. Just let's hope he can keep onto it now.
He's managed
you've
to
seen
do
in
more
qualifying.
overtakes than most people do in the actual GP in one race. On this track. Wow. Just needs to keep it clean.
He's
just
got to keep it clean, which he hasn't. Wing off. But he's not got long to go. Keep
This
it
is
as
going to
clean
be
as
Carlos.
possible.
interesting. Catherine. Oh!
Come on, Carlos,
again.
come on.
Oh my god, is he going to do it?
Oh!
Catherine's
He's
on
done it.
DRS. He's done it. Any penalties? No.
Done it.
Oh my
No.
god.
Wow.
What a race!
Wow.
Wow.
Incredible stuff.
What
by
a
Carlos.
race!
Catherine has to win the final three to progress. Which, now, I'm going to be honest with you, nobody expected me to come out with that
I
line.
did not expect that.
Wow.
What a drive there from Carlos to get back into it.
I can't believe that. That's incredible.
Wow. Wow. If he sweeps her, like, Brazil for Carlos now, this could be...
Is it a good track of his? Because
I
he
don't
never
know.
really mentions
I've
it. I
raced
can't
once
really
with him
remember
on
if he
there.
hates it or if he likes it.
I was quicker than him around here.
I think
He wasn't
he's
that
not
bad
the
on it.
biggest fan of it from what I can remember. But
No.
I can't remember if that was a good while ago.
This is a sort of track
Definitely
that
one of
also
my
predicts
favourite
Catherine
tracks.
to be very quick at. Let's face it, but then we would have predicted that
Yeah,
about Monaco.
no, I do.
Carlos with pulled in a 2.8
But,
second lead and then some.
He wins this.
He's won.
It's 3
He's
and
done.
0.
Yeah, that's it.
Update from Jamie
Something that I
Martin.
never
Jono,
thought
while
I'd
you're
say.
doing nothing here, mate, obviously we're waiting for this to load. Could you go and add someone, please, mate? I'll give you his exact username. He wants to race you tonight.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out how to add someone.
Go on to friends in it, so and find people.
Okay, go ahead.
GLAS, capital letters.
Yeah.
W-E-E-G-Y, so Ouija, W-E-E-G-Y.
Yeah.
E-K-4, that's all one word. You'll see him on there, should be Jamie Martin, it comes up as mate.
Comes with a Rangers flag.
That's the one? Yep. Carlos versus Catherine. Oh, don't say that to him, for the love of God. We don't need to be a fucking one-on-one grudge match like me and the Puerto Rican Prince. Fucking serious. Anyway, we'll move on here.
I'm only joking.
This is Carlos versus Catherine. This is the big one. As far as Kath is concerned, she has to win this Hungary and Abu Dhabi. So, hopefully Carlos, I think he's invalidated.
Yeah, he has, because he just let off straight away. Yeah, retired.
Oh dear.
That's the only corner that gets me. That one on the inside. If you get that
same
breaking point wrong, going
mine's
off the straight,
other way, mate.
Really mess it up.
Mine's kind of the outside. Well, you saw me obviously in qualifying yesterday for Brazil invalidate going up the hill, which isn't, well, mind you, it's another one which is brutally awful at times as well, isn't it? You know what I mean? But amazingness, we did get to 11 a minute ago, so thank you very much. Daytime streams seem to be the new thing I'm going to have to do from now bloody on.
It says 6 on my computer.
Yeah, it's back onto 6 now. It's flashing between the two. Oh, a bit of lag there by Kath. Did anyone see that, by the way? That was interesting.
I did see that. I thought it was just me, but
no, she went all over the place, actually. Rare for Catherine to lag. Unless it's my pikey broadband, so there you go. Hashtag BT.
But
oh, I thought Catherine got disqualified. Sorry, it flashed up on the bottom.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
I was going to say then.
Catherine needs a good start. Because Carlos's starts are a lot better than Catherine's are. So if she wants to keep this 1v1 going, she needs to get a good start.
Benny, to match, to kind of add on to what you're saying, Carlos is on the outside, or the inside, sorry. So he has the opportunity to at least get his nose in front, which could push Catherine wide going into turn 1 and compromising her for turn 2. You've seen it with me and Rari yesterday.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Obviously I did win the Brazil Grand Prix yesterday, but I had to obviously come from behind to do it. They come straight in. These guys mean business. Like I said, well, Catherine don't mind me saying that.
If Carlos gets off to another good start, he's qualified last in all the races so far.
Yeah.
This is going to be huge. It's cloudier than the qualifying as well. Long hold up on the grid, and Carlos has had another dream start.
Oh, he really has.
He's done her into the first corner. He's cleared her for the first corner. Catherine has to
she
settle
not
for
got
second.
No.
I think she got a bit of oversteer into turn 1.
Jono, 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Are you around to stream it?
Nope, not at that time. But I'll get someone else on. I'll get someone else on board.
See if Ferrara's free.
Get on. How late can you leave it? So, babe, we're basically arranging more matches as we speak. We've got Operator and Senna tonight, which is going to be another little corker.
That's going to be a good one.
And then yourself, Benny.
I want to see if...
Dude, get yourself messaging Liam Shepherd, mate. Get yourself.
I have.
Oh, you've done it already.
I've already dropped him a message, but he hasn't got back to me yet.
Good.
Catherine, only 7/10.
Carlos, you don't want to
Carlos almost losing it.
He had a very bad line.
Did he ride the inside curb there?
Yeah, never.
That's something you never want to do. I've learned that lesson so many times. Because if you ride that curb, good luck to you.
Spinning, yeah.
It's a miracle to even keep control of the car in that scenario.
Look at these two. Oh, goodness me.
Oh, he's ridden the grass as well.
It's over. Catherine's going, no, she ran wide. Carlos has just got away with murder, but he hasn't. And Catherine takes the lead. 10 o'clock tonight, Jono. Positive Glad's channel. Jono versus Glaswegie returning to F1 2017. It's booked in.
Sounds like fun.
But this is not what we're talking about right now. Carlos is going for a sweep here. Catherine to keep herself back. This is surprising many people. Not many people would have seen Carlos as almost on Catherine's pace, equal. But he shouldn't have rode that curve. I would have almost said sort of drift out, push her over a little bit, give yourself a bit more leverage, because that's what happens.
Oh, Carlos is off!
And he's done it. That is what happens. Lost it.
Well, no damage on the rear, thank goodness.
Catherine's gone really slow.
It's not. It's not her fault.
I know.
Kath may as well carry on.
Yeah. It was only Carlos that spun out. Maybe
Carlos
she's
spun
done
himself.
something wrong, but no,
Yeah, I
it was all on
I
him.
don't know if he recorded that because he kind of stopped for a bit. Oh no, he's got dirt on his tyres.
Just needs to keep focused.
Still
I know
2
as
more
hard as it
races
can
left.
be. Yep. Try and push for fastest lap. I mean, as crazy as it sounds, he's got no actual damage to his car. Keep that momentum building for his side. As long as he can do that, he'll obviously keep Catherine thinking this guy can actually still beat me even from this position, even with the momentum switching either way. I cannot spell for crap, by the way. I've just seen what I wrote to Towley and I just can't spell. I can barely spell my own name at the moment, so I'm just going to stop writing at the present.
There was a word you stuck up, or like if it was either a message you sent to me or a post or something, and I was just like, yep, nope, it confirms it.
I actually just... so while we're watching these two go around, I have a bit of fighting talk from Ouija for the 10 o'clock stream. It's been a while, so I don't mind losing, but I didn't come for that. Glad I'm starting off in the bottom league, get my stride again and feel where it is at. Looking forward to F1 2018 for sure. And my alarm is going off for 20 past 1. That's cool. Didn't wake the baby up. 8 point... I've got to be honest,
That'll be an
though,
interesting race.
Kath is still in rich mix. Carlos
is pulling him.
2 seconds on it nearly. This is surely going to be a fastest lap here.
I think once Carlos is in his zone, he is very quick.
He is. I mean, I've not
Do you know
seen this
what?
side of Carlos for a long, long time.
Do you know why? And do you know why I like this sort of thing? Is that you're seeing what people's true pace are on when they're not having too many distractions around them, or other cars around them, other incidents happening.
That's a very good point, mate. It's
And you're
almost
really
like
seeing
this is
Carlos
pure
coming
racing,
alive
isn't
as a result, because he really does have a lot of issues on track.
it? If we
a
kept
lot of
Carlos in
races.
party, this is matching what you're saying, John. If we kept Carlos in party, I think he would have been. I think he would have lost 3-0, and that's 3-1 maybe. But because Carlos is now literally by himself concentrating, you are. This is probably, without sounding almost patronised, but this is Carlos's main issue. He does lose focus, you know, when things get to him. For him to just, this is probably Carlos. This is Carlos at his best. When he's by himself in the zone, Catherine has got this race, unless she manages to drop it somehow. I'm going to get on board with her now. But unless she manages to drop it somehow, you know. But Carlos is proving he's put in 2.3 seconds over 2 laps over one of the elite drivers on SF1, which she is. She is one of the top 5, top 6 drivers over here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm ahead of her in the table. She's better than me. This girl's better than me. You know what I'm saying? So, Ouija now knows the tracks as well, Jono. So it is officially booked in, mate, for later tonight, 10 o'clock, as we said. So
Should be fun.
stuff.
I'm looking to it.
I'll have a word with, obviously we're going to have to cascade these or basically get other people to stream them. We've got a few people who can stream in SF1, which is really handy. Didn't have that luxury in previous leagues. But yeah, so looking pretty good then. Carlos showing himself to be a really, really, well, top runner in this, I'd say. Kath seems to be kind of almost keeping him almost at arm's length now, isn't she? I think the kind of gap settled at 7.4. But still, top quality.
Yeah, I
by
think
both
he
drivers.
just wants to keep it as clean as possible.
Get through corner cuts.
Do you
corner
know
cuts
what?
well,
If anything, I'm happy that that Catherine's managed to pull this one back.
so we get some more
So it
time
makes
to
it
watch.
What she
entertaining
needed
now.
for sure.
More
Sorry,
time to get
Carlos.
more time to get my average
know you're
views
my
up, ladies and
friend,
gentlemen. But I will simply
It's
say
nice
now,
to see
guys,
you lose every now and
Catherine
then.
fights back 2-1.
Well done, Catherine.
Carlos, with that one mistake, that's the thing with these races, one mistake. You saw, guys, from me last
Some
night in
great
Hungary,
driving.
everything was controlled for me. Second up on Rara, corner cut, game over. Rara round Baku, tapping a wall, game over. You know what I mean? Well, we've seen obviously, I think, well, Carlos managing to pull back on Catherine, but Carlos making that mistake, almost game over. Possibly the best comeback drive I've ever seen around Monaco. Benny called it out earlier, being the first time I think we've ever seen anybody overtake the same person twice in one go in Monaco. I don't think I've seen that before. Other than like a Mercedes overtaking a bloody Manor or something, you know, if they have to come back through the field. But for 2 people on equal pace, Carlos has absolutely smashed it here. Fastest lap by 6 tenths, sorry.
I think a lot of people want to see more of this kind of Carlos, for sure.
They do. He'll be a competitor, mate. Me and Rara are going to be getting together, guys, as well before the start of the new SF1 season. This is a complete spoiler. We're going to be doing driver reviews and previews and our thoughts on the championship on each individual driver and where we think they're going to be in terms of front runner, midfield and tail ender, fighting for relegation, promotion, etc. So that's going to be fun. Bit of a spoiler video there, going up on Rara's YouTube channel and my Twitch. So, just thought I'd throw that out there. We've been planning it for weeks. But, yeah, man. Pretty good stuff.
Now you've made a little spoiler on that. You know, it's going to be interesting to what you say, because if you start slating me and Benny, we're going to be like, hang on here, pause.
I'll tell you what, mate. It's an honest opinion on where I think you're going to be. You know that with me.
Yep. I know exactly where my look as of late. Ever since midway point, back of the grid.
Mate, saying that myself personally, from how far I was in the lead of the championship, this should be over by now. But, you know, it's as you were saying, we were talking about Carlos and making the mistakes. I've made a few mistakes. Benny, you've made a few mistakes, well, quite a few mistakes.
Yep.
Mistakes, you know what I mean? As we found out last weekend, of course, but everyone is capable of making mistakes. It's all about how you come back the next week and smash it back out the park. For example, Benny made a mistake in Monza, with obviously not 100% his fault due to the kind of F1 shite connection that we have. People who are watching this stream can all relate to that, I guess. But, you know, it's like, for example, Benny hit his teammate and put him in the wall, you know, but then came back, overridden the 15-second penalty and smashed the bleeding bollocks off Singapore. Jono in Melbourne, obviously we didn't have the same penalty structure, had a collision with, you know, Smoke Spaceman, come back, Bahrain, I believe it was podium, and then Baku for the win. Yep. So anything can happen, as long as you have the right mentality to kind of turn things around, get yourself back going in the right direction, anything is possible.
And you look at the start that Smoke had to the season as well, and he's just turned it around now. He's just on one, and fair play to him. It's making me sweat.
He's in a sort of third position if Bingley cocks up. Well, Bingley and Benny
he's in
are way
a battle.
at the top, aren't they?
He's in a battle at the moment with me and Rhodes for third.
Here we go, guys.
Which, to be honest with you...
Sorry to cut across with you, John. We are going, but keep on, mate.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine. We're in qualifying now. But I was going to say...
Go on, mate.
I was going to say, to be honest with you, at the rate Smoke is going, it wouldn't surprise me to see him there at third after all. But then Rhodes's putting a great shift as of late. Consistency in almost every race.
It's every race. He's had a couple of mistakes, like in Monza, where he just had a shitstorm. But these two are literally, guys, here side by side, pretty much on track. This is going to be very close now.
It's just alternating between them.
Oh God. Very, very close. Just to confirm as well, guys, as we mentioned on last night's stream, but we now have the confirmed opponent. Carzola has pulled out of the tournament as he's not going to be here for a couple of weeks. And Ghost will be advanced into the round of 16 to face either Skillen or Tomster. That's just to kind of confirm that round bracket there. So we have 3 people technically into the next round. Just to confirm.
If I end up drawing someone like Bingley, for instance, if I'm lucky enough to get through, is there any chance I could draft in Goomba as a wild card to help me out?
No. But saying that, guys, Catherine, look how close this is.
This is going to be close.
Jesus. Catherine got it, but what was the time? I love how they just pull over. It's like, fuck you, we're not coming back. Oh my God.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
It's barely been a tenth of a second. Barely a tenth. All the way through this weekend. Carlos is putting in a fucking shift and a half here. No one expected this from him.
No, this is a
this
completely
isn't
different Carlos I've ever
this
seen.
Is just, we can only go off what
This is just Carlos on a mission.
He wants that.
But if Catherine wants to stay in this though, she needs to have a good start, because she knows how quick Carlos is off the line.
The only problem Carlos now has, in my opinion, 2-1 to Carlos. Right, 1 minute of going live. Right, so here we go. And with lights out and away we go again. Round 4. Catherine did it, that's much better. That's what she needed. But Carlos, it's not over yet at the start.
She's blocking off the inside line. Is Carlos?
I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. It doesn't matter.
Oh, is he getting them around? He's got her around the outside.
He's done it twice.
What a move!
What a move!
3 times in a row, actually. Did it in Brazil as well, didn't he? Kath goes back to the inside here.
I'm almost worried about Carlos's starts coming the new game now.
Fucking hell, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Mo was looking for Carlos to get swept 3-0. Not going to happen today, mate, I'm sorry. But here comes...
no, this is a different Carlos. Completely different Carlos.
On board with
I've
Catherine
ever
look from
seen.
her position.
I think where Carlos
he's
messes up the
riding
most
that
here, though,
perfectly. Yeah, this is going to be it, Benny, isn't it? If I'm going to read
it's
your
that
mind here,
fast
it's here.
right-hander.
And also this here.
Fast right-hander. Yeah.
For pad users, this is a brutal complex of corners.
I hate this complex of corners.
So look at Kath on the wheel.
I honestly hate it.
Immediately 4 temps gained through that particular section. Went from 9 to 4. Oh, very late on the brakes here for Kath. Don't want a flat spot tyre, especially not on a 5-lap race. The thing is, well, if you touch, like, see there with Kath, if you touch the white part of these curbs, they're so inviting to ride them. You know what I mean? But it's like if you do,
but you don't want
your car's gone. Your car's gone.
Yeah, you lose so much time.
Difficult way in GP2.
I've had a famous career mode stream, guys, by the way. There's almost no need, to be honest with you. Oh, Kath, you can hear the tyre squealing on her there.
She does run no ABS, no traction, nothing.
I know, that's what I mean.
know.
So the way if we all were on her
fair
level, I think
play
she
to
would just piss all over us, basically, wouldn't she? You know what I mean? Maybe a couple of guys like Towley possibly be able to kind of beat her, but, you know.
Is Towley on a wheel?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
So we're watching
Apparently
this now.
Robbo isn't.
Robbo's on a pad. Robbo's on a pad. Bit of a worry for next year for you, mate. But it all depends on how the kind of game mechanics work and kind of where we go from here. So we're looking
worry,
here.
he's my teammate. What are you on about?
Oh, you know what I mean, in terms of actually getting yourself up there, fighting.
Oh, Carlos on the start, and now Catherine's right on the back. Is he gonna get
I think he's choked it.
Down the inside, Catherine takes
that
it.
same corner.
Carlos will still ride it. Carlos will still ride through.
Fights back.
Great hold by Carlos.
That one corner.
Great hold though, did you see that? How he managed to kind of, without going, because obviously he had so much momentum going forward, he managed to hold back and stop the slide. Great driving by Carlos to keep it, but now Catherine is right there in the slipstream. 1 minute 21.2. Good start there for the two of them. Let's have a little look, and she's going to look to the inside. This is the Carlos move. We kind of almost, me and Carlos chuckle about this a lot in RL, almost baiting him out, thinking you're going to go on the inside, making the kind of driver in front almost anticipate something that's not going to happen. Very interested to see her take this tactic up with Carlos, but this is now hit, guys. If Carlos, he's got 2 2/3 of a lap to get into round 2.
That's if he doesn't try and make it a 3-stopper.
Yeah, that is still a possibility. Backing steps out a bit from Carlos. We are watching it completely from Catherine's point of view. Forgive me for staying on driver on board. It's just the best view we can get of the two of them at the moment. This is it here. This long right-hander is where Carlos cocks up, not this one, but the next one. You look at the pace differential. Oh, look at that. Once again, another 4 attempts pulled in by Kath. But DRS is going to be enabled here. She has to make a move. If she doesn't make a move, she's gone. Oh, a bit of a slide there out of the second to last corner. Look how smooth Carlos is, guys. This is amazing to see.
Oh, Kath got a good exit though. We got a very good exit.
DRS is still there. No
She's
way
going
near
to get it
over
again
this
as well.
Oh, this is the most pointless DRS straight of the car. There's worse than Monaco, this.
Oh, it is.
It is.
It's terrible.
It's absolutely fucking
There should be
pointless.
one on the next straight.
Yeah, yeah. That would
Yes.
make more sense. More speed.
one coming up now.
Even potentially after the long right-hander, it's better than the bleeding bit. That one back there, it's crap. But yeah, this one here, there should be one. Absolutely agreed there. Look at that exit Catherine got there, right on the back of Carlos. No pressure here for Carlos, of course. Sorry, bro. Here we go then. Kath having a look round. Another update, Skillen and Thompson will be facing each other, I believe, Thursday. Skill will confirm that a little bit later for us. So that's another one we got booked in for you. I have to run round and chase up on a few
I'll be
people.
waking up to
Yeah.
some 1-lappers today. Sorry,
Oh,
5-lappers today, and it's been boss. Now here comes
Catherine on the
Catherine.
inside here, not quite going to get it. Oh, she's gone for it.
Oh,
Oh,
Carlos went defensive
thinking
though,
about
but she
it.
didn't actually go for it. Yeah.
the baiting out move.
Going into
Imagine
the
if
final
Carlos
lap here.
manages to lose this match. momentum will be so far swung the other way. And this is it. This could be the pivotal moment. Will he be able to do it?
DRS.
Has to hold on, Carlos. He didn't go defensive. I'm amazed. But Catherine locked up. Side by side on lap 5. But
Wow,
Catherine
look at
is
that.
having it
Inside
at the
line
moment.
here.
She's got DRS.
Carlos has given up. Or did she just edge in front?
She
Oh,
just edged
dear.
in front of him.
It looked like he almost gave her the position.
Wow.
Shock here in Hungary. It
Well,
appears
it's
that
not really
Carlos
a shock.
starts. Oh no, the fact that... No, it's not. Forgive me. A shock, the fact it's been this entertaining. To be fair to you. This race is usually a bleeding
That's the thing,
boring
over
race.
5-lap races, you never really know, you know, in terms of long-term pace of someone. Some people are a lot quicker over long-term than they are in short-term, because of certain attention spans that people have.
Yep. This is going to be a big test for Carlos moving forward here. Catherine needed this win. We said she had to make it work and make the move. She made the move. But has already put a second and a half. Carlos kind of almost lost focus after the overtake. Couple of wide lines.
I just hope it
Ladies and
doesn't knock his
gentlemen.
momentum going into the final race.
Oh, it'll be a killer. But Catherine.
But it's
2 in a row.
Catherine.
We're going to a final showdown. 2-2. The second 2-2 of the tournament. Will we get 3-2 obviously moving forward? Ladies and gentlemen, a bit of an announcement as well. We have here on Facebook tonight, we have officially the GP3 driver draw. Oh yes, oh, it's a realism. So 18
And the
drivers
draw will
have
be
been
at
entered.
7 o'clock, is that right?
7 p.m. GMT,
7
guys.
o'clock
7
UK
p.m.
time?
GMT. Yes, sir. Oh god, I'm going to be tuning in for that. But we have one final Grand Prix here.
I'll be racing it in a few seasons.
Mate, I know, yeah.
Now this is where it gets interesting. Carlos is not wasting any time. He wants this win so bad.
Needs that momentum back, doesn't he?
He's lost all of his momentum.
Mo did post on the page, but my tablet's been a bit annoying at the moment, so just trying to basically get to it. If there's anything bad, just don't read out, obviously.
Yeah, no, he's just asking if Real still wants to 1v1 him.
Ah, wicked. I love how this trend that we accidentally started because of a Puerto Rican idiot has kind of made a whole 32-man tournament like the next week. It's like, what?
It's like the SF1 World Cup.
Let's have a look then. So, moving on here, guys. This is the big one as far as these two are concerned. Round 2 is at stake. It's the second Abu Dhabi race of this tournament. Me and Rara also hit one yesterday night. Well, this morning technically. It ended at 1 AM. It was a brutal one. But Carlos and Catherine, we know Carlos is alright round here, from what I've seen. Hopefully he can... Oh, mind you, it doesn't matter. Oh, bit of a ride on the... Is that
I think he's
a
invalidated
violation?
it. Yeah, I think, yeah, he has.
He has.
I thought he did.
He's got to
he
rely
cut
on that perfect start again.
Yep.
5 perfect starts for him. It's not going to
But
be
this
easy.
track is a lot more overtaking opportunities. The DRS stretch on this track are beautiful.
Do you know what I love? Is this corner that Catherine's on now, the left and right hander, because if you get it perfect, you get such a good run into the straight.
It's such a nice feel to it, isn't it? When you kind of go
Lovely.
around and get that sort of kind of thing. But obviously if you get it wrong, which happens, let's face it, 8 or 9 times out of 10, it can really cause you a lot of grief, which, you know, if Catherine invalidates, then this would be quite interesting. But I don't think she will here. Just nice smooth round.
She's very, very clean driver, I must admit. Very smooth.
There's one person I'm jealous of in next season,
Ooh.
and that is K Rhodes. He gets to watch us 20 people fucking slog the shit out of each other for 21 races. Jesus, man. I'd love to stream this.
I know.
I
I know, it's going to
absolutely
be
would.
boss.
He's
I'm
gonna have
obviously gonna be
so much
looking
fun.
I'm looking to be taking control of the GP2 streams myself. Catherine hits the nail on
In
the
that
head.
one lap. On that one lap, I did notice there's a couple places where Catherine does mess up. There's that horrible Fast right hand into that really slow, heading towards the hotel area.
Oh yeah, the 3
Still
rights, technically.
Still relatively quick time there from Catherine.
I know me and Rara both hit a 1:38 yesterday, but then Catherine didn't really have to push, did she, in the end, after that, after Carlos invalidated so early in the lap. But...
Yeah. Oh god, what am I yawning?
This is what excitement does to people. It knackers them out, guys. Don't worry. It's not the fact it's boring. These guys are really, really entertaining.
No,
It's not the fact I woke
honestly,
up
it's
about
because
an hour ago.
Pos and
Straight
Rara
in,
kept us
Jesus
up all
Christ.
last night.
Wow.
That's a good point, actually. We're already going. No, on board then with Carlos, who has made another cracker.
Has he got
But
another
can he
good
get it
start?
done? He has.
Catherine got
He has.
Catherine got a really bad start. She spun up her wheels so much.
And Carlos takes
Carlos
the
is-
lead.
For the
But he
fifth
needs
time.
to keep it.
5th time
He
in a row.
needs to
Can he
keep
hold
it,
on
though.
to it?
In 3 of the previous 4 races, Carlos has lost the lead. The only thing we have to worry about here, guys, is corner cutting.
Yes, because this track is very
Yes,
notorious
that's a
for
very,
that.
very good point.
Notorious for it. Obviously, we got lucky, me and Rara, amazing. Well, I think Rara got one on the last corner, didn't he? But managed to go the whole race, both having 2 warnings, by the way, which was amazing. Hung in the balance, but now that is not what we're here to do, to talk about previous events. This is Carlos versus Catherine. SF1 Evil
Ooh,
versus Catherine
Catherine's rode the curves
BWFC.
there.
She did a bit, gap up to 5 tenths of a second now. Oh, 8 tenths, but no, it updated really quickly.
Really compromised
9.
her exit.
Yeah, she had a really bad exit. See, I think this is going to be the sector where Carlos pulls away a little bit as well.
This is the area here I always get my penalties. That little right-hander, sorry, left-hander, coming off the right-hander.
Coming up to here, this is where Catherine went really wide. She nailed it that time, actually.
Carlos 1.2 seconds ahead, but we both, all 3 of us know here, and everyone watching back home, in your own home, because I'm technically home myself doing it, but you know what I mean. Basically, knows that anything can happen in these races. Carlos had the lead up until lap 5 last race. Monaco managed to pull it, spin round and pull it back. Let's have a look then.
Gap 1.2 seconds now. He's just out of DRS. Needs to keep it going into the straight. The Catherine is closing in.
Very, very close here. Obviously no DRS this lap, of course, but it's all about building up that 1 second gap. Carlos obviously... Oh, Catherine
she's
spun out a
doing a
little bit in the
second.
background. Lost out a little bit there. Carlos almost... I wouldn't call it a weave. I guess he almost kind of just decided to move across the track, waiting for the kink in the road. But here we go then.
I don't know.
Weird,
Sometimes he does it to get rid of the
Oh, the toe. What am I on about?
Slipstream.
Slipstream. Idiot, what am I on about? Breaking the slipstream. Famous tactic.
Carlos got a good exit there. Very good exit.
Catherine back down
She's
to 1
struggling
point-
through
back
that
up, sorry, to
through that
1.1.
left right hander.
Look at the brake smoke coming out of Catherine's front right there. Or front left, sorry. Oh, roll
That was perfect for Carlos. Oh. Let me see if Carlos got penalised for that, 'cause he went very wide out of that corner. No, it's all clean at the moment.
As we have 1.5 seconds, Carlos leads by. Just goodness me, in a dream position for him, but he's been here before. In the previous 3 races, he's been here before. Only one of them he's converted, Monaco. Well, Abu Dhabi.
I said
give him
it's
the
not over
golden
till
look.
the fat lady sings.
Not at all, mate. Not at all.
I just want to see the gap difference when Catherine goes out this corner here.
1 point. No DRS. No DRS for this lap, at least this particular section of the lap.
Carlos trying to make sure she gets as little slipstream as possible.
Oh man, this is kind of... I almost don't really want to commentate too much
intense.
over it because I think I'm distracting them. You know what I mean? Goodness me, it's one of them.
Now watch Catherine's exit out of this corner. This is where she loses most of her time.
At 1 point, she's lost another half a second. Immediately.
Look at that, see? That one corner she just can't seem to get right.
Carlos, all he has to do is keep it clean in Sector 3. That's all he has to do in this race. Look how smooth he is, man. Go on, John, you're going to say, mate. Sorry, did cut across you.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
1.7 seconds. The gap. Ironically, what last night's match finished. But Carlos running around now. Almost trying to just keep, well, he's doing the job that he needs to do that we mentioned, Benny obviously mentioned earlier, out of the DRS zone. John also kind of applied to it as well. Keeping Kath completely out of the DRS zone, completely out of range. It's the perfect way to do it. 1 minute 40.3 now for Carlos. Just doing what he needs to do. Coming around Sector 1 now. Such a beautiful track this. The first ever track on an F1 game where the ambience changed from daytime to nighttime, and by God, it's caught the imagination of so many gamers. It's not, I'll be honest with you, this isn't the best track in the world. It's not. But the fact that it goes from day to night just kind of gives it so much
of a
mystique.
I really enjoy this track, to be honest with you.
I'm amazed
I really enjoy driving it
for performance. I'm amazed nobody's picked this for performance yet. I think people may be waiting until the last week of the game, but you know, it's such a 100% dream of a track. Even though I will probably be in a fucking Sauber for it. It is such a dream of a track to drive. It is a beautiful one. But Carlos
did
lose the back end there.
Until Tally decides to bin it.
She just doesn't seem to get the exit she wants. Look, 1.8.
To be fair, Carlos did mess that corner up, but because Catherine has such a weak exit, that Catherine hasn't been able to capitalise on Carlos's mistakes, which is a huge, kind of almost a huge moment in this tie. We have to think of corner cuts as well, guys. Obviously, I'm not going to go commentator jinxing it, but there's nearly a 2-second gap between the two already, if anything was to happen. And we've still got another lap of Catherine doing that kind of left-right corner, haven't we, at the end of the DRS straight. So, it's a tricky one for her.
Yeah, it seems to be in the third sector she catches up to Carlos the most.
Sector 3, they're kind of stable, aren't they? But then Sector 2 is where Carlos loses out around the hairpin, but then going into the chicane, and going out of the chicane in particular, Catherine just cannot... This, hey guys, this is a scout report and a half from me, if I can tell you, trust me. Yeah, see you in Abu Dhabi, lovely. But but yeah, man, but no, it's yeah, absolutely, that is not the reason why I'm streaming this. Sue me if you think so. But we've got Catherine.
Why are you lying?
Shush. Honest man with good morals. Carlos has more fuel than Kath. So it's, and she's out at DRS range, guys. There's only one more DRS straight, and it's out of Catherine's hardest corner on the track. Good. This. I just don't want to say anything.
It was like last
She's
night's
rode
race.
the curb there again.
Rode the curb there.
And again,
this is
oh,
it.
she's
This
having
is
a
it.
nightmare with that corner.
Well, it's not over. We know
Yeah, look
that.
at
It's definitely not over yet. But she's not making it easy for herself.
Almost at 2 seconds, 1.9. There you go, 2 seconds. There you go.
2 seconds. Obviously, it can change. Of course, we're floating around just above and under the 2 second mark here at the moment. Carlos has driven possibly the best I've ever seen him drive in these 5 races. But guess what? There's another 4 rounds. Just to kind of annoy everyone.
There's still loads and loads and loads of these to go yet.
I think what I might do, get a load of them streamed on mine, then go over good old library, or get them uploaded onto YouTube somehow and make a whole playlist of them. But guys, I never thought I'd say this. Catherine is out. Carlos advances. He's done it.
He's done it.
3-2.
Well done. Thoroughly entertaining.
Wow. That was amazing. That was brilliant to watch.
URL Ultra Racing League is asking, what is this, mate? This is a 1v1 tournament constructed by yours truly, Positively Glad, with 32 of the top drivers in SF1 Simulation Formula 1 battling it out in 5 lap races in a 32-person tree tournament. And then, of course, the winner is named Top Dog. I think I couldn't really describe much more than that. Carlos beats Catherine 3-2.
I'm sure people
Wow.
weren't expecting.
Jesus.
There's
What a
surely
result.
people that did not expect that.
It just goes to show how good his starts really are,
He wouldn't have been there from his
and
start.
how much
if
of
his
a
starts weren't
bonus.
as good as that.
Yeah, how much of a bonus you can get if you can get a good start in these 5 lappers.
The only track where he didn't actually beat Catherine off the line was Hungary. The rest of them he absolutely annihilated.
But then he went round the
off
outside
line.
of her anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shifting. Something else that was.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, that is technically the third match. Our off-screen match was Clutchy versus El Portero, which Clutchy hit the first 3-0 sweep. I'm assuming we're going to see a few more based on the opponents. But here we are, bringing into the party now. Got to be honest with you, if he can get his audio included as well, it should be quite handy, and Catherine as well. Wait for them all to get ready. What the fuck am I doing an interview for after this? Fuck me, such a whole bag for fucking views, aren't I? Anyway, this is kind of unexpected. Very, very unexpected. Carlos, you're through. Congratulations.
Can I have a nap now?
First thing he says, can I have a nap now?
The start.
I told you it's
that
basically
Carlos got-
zombie yesterday, Benny.
the starts that Carlos has had in that series has won him through.
Oh mate, my starts are amazing.
Yeah, we used to just think you were taking
My
the piss saying that before,
Hungarian
but Jesus
start was
Christ,
a bit
now.
weird though. My Hungarian start was a bit off. I ended up having to take a outside maneuver.
We're gonna do a one-question interview because obviously I'm gonna have to get on myself as a little one who's currently snoring and annoying me behind me at the moment. But basically, Carlos, how did you feel after letting a 2-0 lead slip? Did you lose momentum in your own head?
Honestly, I just wanted to get over and done with, so no.
Nah, man, this one
Like,
it was an
don't get me
amazing
wrong,
comeback.
like, we do 50%ers and 100%ers, but I can tell you right now, over this 5 laps, I am sweating.
It really, really gets you, man. Like, I can just speak from experience. It really, really properly just makes you kind of think, even though it's such a short distance, the
But
amount of thinking that you have to do, like you can't.
in
cut
terms of
corners.
racing, it was, like, very enjoyable. Like, whole
guys
season
really
I
did
haven't had a
slog it
race
out.
with Catherine, so...
It's pretty cool. You get to kind of race with people that you don't kind of get a chance to in the league. Obviously, from you two, variously having a lot of incidents and kind of other bits and bobs, always finding yourself up and down the grid from each other. Just want to say congratulations, lucky calf. I know you've only had half an hour really to kind of wake up and prepare for this, but yeah, but man, gotta say, Carlos with the win. I'm gonna shut the stream down now because she's staring behind me and she's managed to get Watsits in her hair, so I'm probably gonna have to bath the poor cow now. Oops. But yeah, right guys, we have well, at least 2 matches tonight that we've confirmed. We've got SF1 Senna, our league runner, is going to be facing off with Operator. I believe that is roughly at 9 o'clock tonight. We have another very interesting one, which is very close to my heart. We've got Glaswegie making his return to the F1 community. He's facing Jono, who is in course spectate mode right now. That's, from my own experience of the 2 drivers, is going to be an absolute fucking corker. We've obviously got Skillen. I believe Skillen is here. I think he said Thursday. I believe him and Tomster are going to be racing. If I'm correct, I think that's what he said. And also we have a Wednesday night race as well, which is going to be probably one that a lot of people will tune into. F1 PTR versus Sol, which is a very, very wild card affair.
That's a good one.
It's going to be a corker. Right, so myself, Carlos, Clutchy, and Ghost, of course, due to default, waiting in the second round. 12 more ties to play. This has been Poz, Jono, and Benny, Catherine, Carlos. Mo just joined in once again, right at the end. Got to be done. Take it easy, much love all this, and you'll be back tonight to do some more. So bye for now.